Good morning, beloveds. Uh, I'm not a morning person, but my alarm goes off at 6:30 every morning except for Sunday, so that I can get up and work out, whatever that looks like. Today, that was go to the gym, which right now I can't go to the gym because the gyms are closed. Fortunately, I have a brilliant trainer who has a Zoom account. So I'm still working out with my trainer on a Zoom account. And so that's an extra challenge for him and me because he has he has to work with the equipment that I have or don't have. The good news is he's very good. Last week it was all body. It was all body weight. We didn't use anything. This week he said, "Hey, do you have resistant bands?" And I went, "Actually, yes, I do." I'd only opened one of the three. There's some kind of Pilates something or another. So I worked with resistant bands today in my own home, and he just would watch, and we can chat. So we can chat, and then I can go, "Wait, I don't remember what I'm doing," and there it is. So we're getting really creative right now in figuring out how to do the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves. And in my case, this means working with my trainer on Zoom. He also got to see a number of my cats. I threatened to use this one right here in weightlifting because, she's a good 16 pounds. She'd take the place of a medicine ball. So that is Monday morning. But since it is April 6th, let's see if I can get Rita to cooperate with me this morning. We are on the topic of renewal with Ernest. And so our Bible quote is Proverbs 17:22. A merry heart doth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones. Okay. All of us are rooted in the mind of God. We did not plan it this way. This is the way it is. God is still the supreme power, and the divine spirit is still present with us no matter where we are. We must learn to tune into the mind of God, for when we do, we are tuning into the most dynamic reality in the universe. Do not be afraid to talk to God, always remembering that God speaks in a certain kind of language, and there is nothing negative in it. We believe in prayerful, affirmative meditation above everything else. We believe in actually talking to God and then letting God answer. But perhaps in our confusion, we talked at God rather than to Him. We have told God how terrible everything is, how unhappy we are. Try this. Sit in complete repose and then tell God how wonderful He is, and how grateful you are, and how glad you are, and how grateful. It is at times like these that we are really tuning into the divine, and the divine will always respond to us. We will always receive the comfort and the consolation we need, the inward sense of security and being that everyone must have to be happy and whole. Okay, well, so I do think that we do talk at God, and we don't always listen. What we like to say is that when we pray, we are talking to God, and when we meditate, we are listening to God. So as we go through today, remember that you can talk to God. And gratitude is a great way to do it. If you count your blessings instead of your problems, you'll feel better. It doesn't mean that your problems don't exist, and it doesn't mean that you can't talk to God about your problems. Because, I mean, that's a great place to talk through your problems, is to talk to God and practitioners and ministers and each other. Just remember that when you are talking about your problems, you are actively seeking solutions, not just venting or complaining. Because complaining is just going to make you feel not good. But then count your blessings. And I encourage you to have coffee time with God. Sit down, have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage of your choice, and have a good talk to God. Tell him or her or it. We try not to put a personality on it. It's kind of hard, and we have to remember that Ernest was writing in the 1920s and the 1930s, so he does gender God as him because that was the prevailing language. That's my anthropologist coming out in me. So have a cup of coffee with God. Tell God or Spirit or whatever you want to call that divine power what's going on. And then tell God what you're grateful for. Count your blessings. And get on with your day. And then do it again at night. The good thing is that you can talk to God whenever you want. All right, I am going to go get on with my day. Be safe, be loved, and know that we love you. See you tomorrow at 9.